I took care of my mom for several years who was dying of stage 4 renal failure. I used to administer her dialysis for her, so she's a big Bowie fan. Listening to Black Star as David Bowie chronicles his own cosmic burnout. Listening to Black Star with my mother, who is dying. Skin like sandpaper, loose meat hanging, stench of forthcoming decay, medication on her breath. As David Bowie chronicles his own cosmic burnout. That's poetry.
When I was young, I sold my oats, making the best of the staying afloat. Don't say that I don't know when I feel this in my bones. I was born a rambler too, so rambling what I might do. Moved through times when I was 10, I moved through times when I was 4. By 5, I felt like bored, I'm in the room, and out the door. Hey, I'm not one of a kind, but should you got a wandering mind. Baby, can't you see, this just ain't me. Gotta see this through the mud, 'cause I can't deny what's in my blood. I moved two times and I was 10. I'm in the door and out again. At 16, I realized then that a rambling man will keep no friend. He's always all alone, but he's got me where he calls a home. Doing what I might do, I could hit the road and see a state or two. Wear some new holes in my shoes, maybe sing a song, not the blues. I might even settle down, but where I go, I'll call home now. Maybe you'll ride with me through the hills of Tennessee. Maybe we'll go in wrong, just call this highway all day home. Tell you what I might do, I could settle down or just passing through. Anywhere I could ride with you, I grow old and die.
I am drinking coffee in a place that used to be elsewhere, but is now only a place where I sometimes go to drink coffee, because it may not be somewhere else, but it is a better place to drink than Maiaea, the nowhere to which I am bound. I wonder if Circe asked herself what she could change or what she could not, or if the first morning she woke with a swine in her bed, she prayed to the goddess inside her to change him back. My reflection etches an enchantress in the kitchen window at night, or when I brew a pot at night. The mundanity of my exile transfigured to the face of a witch empress in oils, smiling through lips I painted, lips she stole from me, urging me to break the quarantine, to shatter the pain, daring me to know the difference, daring me to do more than know and do, daring me to reach through, not minding the blood, and take my smile back.
Justice. Justice. The sharpest shooter, let the world know. It's game over while wearing the lucky blindfold, hard cold, way below sub-zero. If that's so, what about the damn unnecessary death within the historic global code? I know we all have different intentions, interpretations, schematics to uncover hate-filled algorithms towards planet eradication systems. Why has this happened? That's a deep question. Highly controversial is because wrong answers has been spoken more slower than a turtle. It's absurd, unacceptable, how defense was promised yet no hesitation is applied when anyone with a gun or firearm gets offended. Time to lock in on this lesson, reminded before another event called Cannon arrives again. Throughout time, pain of loss transforming to consistent generational on such a massive scale. Dies Irae, translation, Day of Wrath and Mass of the Dead. Angry souls, young and old, shivering cold, spirits attached to exact agonizing lethal poisonous darts, shot from a far distance, like switch positions of actual purpose, swapped with definite reason. How can you determine the future? Why would you encourage torture? How can you shame a creature? Oh no, a lot of families vengeful, riots ready to fight Geronimo, like a city of Gotham Knights within brightest day, darkest night. Continents, forests, engulfed in flames and screams, chaotic suffering. I roam, travel, where myself once ago. Everyone's raised together is very diabolical. Worse protection, ways to change, you promise. I haven't seen anything. Young kings and queens are starting to find the career of a junkie. Towns, cities, states, countries, even universities going through such lengths just for a temporary fix. Bullshit claims of healthy medication with inner destruction pills. So many forms of drugs with different outcomes, like a cure that kills and a particular poison can heal. Plants, addiction, syringes, deadly consequences, all of it.
It's called Satellites. A gathering of shadows hanging by a word, a symphony of searching framed by the absurd, a revolution of reunion, a rebellious communion, naked hearts sharing our light of the beauty we have inside.
Among others, is going to be Skull My Daisy, the namesake of this book. So here we go. Skull My Daisy, and I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but it's kind of about a failed love affair. Drag racing through this girl's soul like it's a drive-through, ordering all the expensive menus off the menu before we crash and burn, rinse and repeat. Even the minor is major. She knows me, I know her, I am hers, she might be mine. Our fingers tracing one another's form, the rhythm of her breath. I carry these impressions of her wherever I go, like a jazz note placed in back pocket, feasting on the remnants of God's still glowing warm coast. Beyond good and evil and nocturnal catacomb delight, where after midnight everything is possible in this raw communion of being, where touch and being cannot be differentiated. She is the chaos which instills order, pulling daisies, careening down the sidewalk and simultaneously along the road, running over lost little boys on the way to somewhere. Spattered brains on the street, more pink than gray. Car crash, shattered steel frames, and ironic carnage, twisted bedpost. I'm inside the belly of an albino whale, a white comet reborn upon the cast green of space, trying to understand myself, her, and people I've met and never met, nor will ever meet, to rectify what will happen before any of it really does. But does that jilt our reality, going through the motions of the unpreventable, awaiting the inevitable and unknowable, an eerie premonition based on the knowledge of resigned inaction? That's a mad season of living, love and desire. No one else to share it with. We exchange rib cages, breathing an electric light, unstable molecules of distant, ugly memories kissed away by an apprehensive ocean breeze, revealing dreams underneath the nightmare of it all. Underground love songs in the flesh and mind of transient being, and what is the permanence of it all? Eternity at the bottom of a coffee cup, a stained, faded nocturnal, big exit, early escape plans. I want to ask permission if I can fall in love with you, but I know better. For is already there, from the remnants of the necropolis, hosting aborted futures fallen. The skulls of brief lives with dead impersonalities bloom with flowers on the nowhere stop to nirvana.